Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to harvest and store milkweed seeds. So let's go. When we think of milkweed, we think of monarch butterflies. And that makes sense because native milkweed is an essential host plant for the monarch butterfly caterpillar. But there are also many other insects that appreciate the nectar on this plant. Lots of different bees, butterflies, as well as wasps. In fact, certain birds, such as finches and sparrows, like to snack on the seeds that they'll find in the seed pods during the fall time. Even though aphids are attracted to the milkweed plant, it does bring in certain beneficial insects such as lacewings as well as ladybugs. Milkweed plants are hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9, but that's going to depend on the variety of milkweed plant that you're looking at. Some of the more common varieties of milkweed include butterfly weed, common milkweed, as well as swamp milkweed. Just know that some states consider milkweed to be a noxious weed, so be sure to check with where you live and don't plant it if it's considered a noxious weed in your state. I only have a few milkweed plants in my yard, so I really want to add to my collection. I went to a local park recently. They had a lot of milkweed there. I'm not sure what variety it was, but nevertheless, the milkweed plants were going to seed. So I went ahead and I collected a seed pod. Now normally you do want to wear gloves when you're collecting the seed pods off of a milkweed plant because the sap that's on the plant can cause some sort of irritation on your hands. The big thing is whenever you're handling any parts of the milkweed plant, be it the seed pod or the seeds, it's important to either wear gloves or wash your hands immediately after handling any parts of the plant. And be sure not to ingest any parts of the plant or rub your eyes after handling any parts of the plant because it can cause irritation and it's not going to be a good outcome. When you're looking for a seed pod to collect, the seed pod itself might be green in color. The big thing that you're looking for though is that you're looking for it to start opening or splitting. You may notice some of that white sap on there, and also you might notice some tassels coming out through the opening where it's starting to split. That's usually a good indicator that the seed pod is ready for harvest. Sometimes the leaves on the plant will also start turning brown, but I would say a better indicator to look for is actually on the seed pod itself. The biggest way to know that the seeds inside of the seed pod are in fact ripe is that the seeds will be a brown color. If they're any other color like green or white, that means the seeds inside of the seed pod are not ripe and they will not germinate for you. And I don't recommend keeping those seeds. You want to make sure that you're just collecting the seeds when they are ripe on the plant. I harvested this seed pod about a week ago. It was a green color, but since a week has passed, it has changed in color. You'll notice I'm not wearing gloves, but again, I'm going to make sure that I wash my hands after handling this. When I collected the seed pod, part of it had already broken off. But when you're collecting a seed pod, it might look like this. It might not have any part of it that has opened up fully. But again, you're looking for this part right here to just start opening just barely. So it might be slitting open just like that. To remove the seeds from the seed pod, I'm just going to open this up and I can remove the contents of the seed pod. And as I do that, you'll notice that the seeds start falling out. And I just want to show you a close-up of what the seeds look like. And now if I just rub this around in my fingers, I can also get the seeds to fall off, these little white tassel parts that are here. I normally don't want to save or keep the tassel parts. I would rather just save the seeds themselves. Whenever you collect any seed, including milkweed seeds, you want to make sure you let them dry for at least a week before you store them. The reason why certain plants have a tassel like this here is it helps the plant be able to disperse the seeds around as the wind blows. But I'm going to go ahead and just remove the tassel part. And I'll end up doing that for each of the seeds that are on here, just making sure I remove the seeds from the tassel part. I like to store my seeds inside of small resealable plastic bags. You don't have to use that. You can use an envelope, a paper bag, whatever you have handy. I like to label it, so we have milkweed, and I also like to put the year that I collected the seed, just so I know how old the seeds are. Seeds lose their viability each year that you have them, so fresher seeds are more viable, older seeds are less viable. Never store seeds that are wet. If you do that, they're apt to rot. These seeds have been drying for a number of weeks. They're definitely dry. And you'll see I have them on a folded piece of paper. I like to use the folded paper as a funnel to funnel the seeds off the paper into my bag. So now they're ready to be stored. The seeds will get stored in a cool, dark, dry location. You can do a few things when it comes to your seeds. You can go ahead and scatter them in the fall or winter months. And if you're going to do that, I suggest that you scatter the seeds in an area where you actually want the milkweed plants to grow. Or you might want to have a more controlled environment where you're growing the plants with the intent of moving them out somewhere else in your landscape at a later time. In fact, that's what I'm planning to do later this winter. Depending on the variety of the species, milkweed seeds need a period of cold, and that's often called cold stratification. This cold, moist stratification period allows the seeds to break dormancy and to germinate. And again, that period of time will vary depending on the variety that you're growing. Normally, it's somewhere between 30 to 60 days. And that's why if you were to scatter the seeds outside during the fall time or early winter months, then you're letting Mother Nature do her thing by giving those seeds what they need for a cold period. Another way you can give the seeds a cold period is by taking the seeds and putting them in your freezer or your refrigerator for somewhere between 30 to 60 days. The method that I'll be doing is called winter sowing, and if you don't know what that is, I'll put a link to my winter sowing playlist down below. No matter what method you choose for sowing your seeds, the key is to know that the seeds need light to germinate. That means you don't want to cover the seeds when you sow them. And if you do cover them, you just barely want to cover them. When I winter sow these seeds, I'll be pressing them into the soil surface. I want to make sure that the seeds make good contact with the soil. Let me know in the comments below if you have butterfly weed or any variety of milkweed, and if so, where do you have it in your garden? I'd also love to know if you've ever grown milkweed from seed, and if so, what was your process? Be sure to check out the playlist below. I love collecting seeds from lots of different plants, and I have a whole playlist that shows you how to collect seeds as well as how to start seeds. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.